My name is Izzati Nabira, 20 years old, study Bachelor of Science Economy in University Utara Malaysia. The reason why I made this video is to share my life experience about flood. I call it as my horrible but at the same time wonderful memories in my life. Early in 2003, my parents decided to live in Selangor Perak, which is my father's hometown. We decided to live in Selangor Perak because my parents afraid that they couldn't take a good care on me because before this we lived in a city. So we decided to move. My parents ran a lorry to take our furniture and belongings to Selama. When we arrived in Selama, my parents already ran a house which is located in Taman Seri Selama. The house was not too big, but it was comfortable and occupied for our family. The neighborhood was so nice and lovely. In a short time, I already made some friends. As I remember, after 3 months, I lived in Taman Seri Selama. It was rain for 2 days non-stop. At first I was so glad because it was so cold for all day. Yeah, I'm only 7 years old at the time, but the glad turned to the worry because it was raining 2 days non-stop. My, my neighborhood told my parents that they should be aware because flood may be began at the next morning and told us to get ready and pack our belongings as soon as possible. By the next morning, no one knew how high the flood would rise. By breakfast time, I also wait for water level to reach my main gate. But tired of waiting, I fall asleep. Suddenly, I hear my mom shout that the water level reached our front door. While my mother busily packed our clothes in bag and she tried to put as much of our belongings on bags and on top of the cupboards. But I couldn't help her because I was so excited that the water level reached our front door, and my sister and I thought that we have a pool in our house, so we couldn't hug our mother. Then, to make matters worse, suddenly the power went off. Luckily, it was still bright and my parents could pack other important things with easily. After a while, a rescue team from our neighborhood came and bring us an old and unused fridge that for kids to get on it because we couldn't cross the flood because as water was rising so fast and it has reached our hip level. So my mother asked me to bring our important things to a safer place. So my sister and I get into the fridge and rowing it to the higher place. After a while, my parents had been rescued and they only bring the important things that they could save. So we stay in the hall as we are waiting for the water level going down. But as a kid, it was so boring to waiting, tired of waiting. So my friends and I would decide to play uh, across the flood by rowing our fridge, and our parents couldn't stop us from playing. But our parents remind us that we couldn't get off from the fridge because there might be a snake or any dangerous animals that came from field behind our house. As we live in my father's hometown, we stay at my grandfather's house because the home was too crowded and so uncomfortable. So as the water going down, my parents came back to our house to check on our furniture and so on. My father said that we need to throw out some of our furniture because it became broken. My parents, especially my mother, this was so disappointed because um, it was her belongings, right? Her lovely furniture. So they decide to buy a new house at a new area. They looked for a new house and found a new house in Taman Menteri, which is nearby Taman Sri Selama. So after all the chaos, we came back to our house to look for our belongings to pack up our other important things. And our house was so dirty and muddy. It was all because of the flood. And after we clean up, we packed all our belongings that are left and we bid a farewell with our neighborhoods. And actually I was so sad because I was ground-only with this neighborhood. But life must go on. But actually, Taman Menteri is nearby Taman Sri Selama, so it don't become any problem or it won't be any problem because we could see each other again. So for me, flight left the impressions and a valuable memories in my life. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and good evening. First of all, I'm going to introduce myself. My name is Nur Akila binti Umar Syukur. I'm studying at University Utara Malaysia. My age is 20 years old and my course is Bachelor of Science Economy. The reason why I do this video is because I'm going to share my experience life, even though it's not a big the big experience or the deep experience, but it's a shock or unforgettable experience for me. Firstly, I have been raised in Navy camps at Lumut, Perak. About 16 years I've been raised in there. So a lot of moments that I threw, and the biggest moment that I cannot forget until right now and still shocked with me, anti-shock to me, which is the fear that the fear that I threw about earthquake and tsunami. In 2004, as you guys know, the history Aceh, which is affected by tsunami and earthquakes. So it affects Malaysia, which is nearby by the sea, and Lumut also affects by that earthquakes and tsunami. On that time, the earthquakes have two sessions, which is the firstly, the earthquakes was not hardest, was not stronger than the second, but that time my parents basically bring us to eat at outside nearby at the sea at the night. So that time also the police navy, which is we call Cortella, warned us don't go to don't go nearby the sea because the earthquakes are going to happen and tsunami are predict to happen, because when we sit at the sea, we is we don't have any opportunity to run far away from that, so we be affected by that tsunami. When I know that information from the call by mother friends and my father friends, I'm really scared and shocked. Even though the food we order are not come yet, but I push my dad to back home. I tell my dad, let's go home, and tsunami will come. I'm really scared because I'm at that year. I'm 12 years old. I don't know anything about earthquake or tsunami. I just know that tsunami is biggest wave. The earthquake is the shaking building, but I can feel it's really scares and make someone die. So that time I pushed my dad to go home, but my dad doesn't mind about that, and he say wait until the foods come and eat first, after that we back home. By that time also I see the wave are getting turbulence, stronger turbulence, and the wave I see that I never see before, which is the wave is make a circle at the center of the sea and feel like the biggest waves are going to happen, which is tsunami. So I push my dad again, and after that my dad angry, and he say if you want to go home, just go home. But when my dad angry to me like that, I just wait until them finish the foods and bags. After we back home, we get the news that the biggest earthquake at 9.0 magnitude happens at the Indonesia, at that which is effects at Peninsula Malaysia, Sabah and Sarawak. So that's why we are affected by that earthquake. On the session 2, after that, the really tsunamis happens. But by that time, my dads are not around, and he just left me and my mom. So after the naval police warned us, we rush from the apartments, go down and sit at the fields until the earthquakes ends. By that time also, I see the buildings, the apartments building sway like a seaside at the playgrounds. It's really scary for me, because when I see that, I feel like the building will fall and hit me and hit the people on that field. Because on that time everyone rush and sit there, and some of the kids are crying non-stop. It's really shocked, because we see that through we face that. So yeah, it's really shock for me, and the and we and me and my mother don't just me and my mother accept what's going to happen. If we going to die on that day, we just accept it. But but we are lucky. The earthquakes or tsunami is just warn us. It's not a biggest shock. It's just small shocks, but we feel the effects. So we really grateful and thankful. There's no biggest earthquake, but on that year, Aceh and some of place in the Malaysia are affected by that tsunami. So by the by that time, I'm thankful, but also sad, because many people are die, many buildings are broke, and it's really experience for me, and sad, also sad for me. But what I'm going through about that. So it's cannot, until right now I cannot forget the moments.